Hello, Charles. I'm going to give you this for free. Is that you should spoke to the American people, not to those people, because those people are like nothing. Yeah? Those people are going to laugh wherever you want. It's like I think you were snob in that sense. Because you shouldn't speak like, oh, I'm Britain, because in United States you are the king. Yeah, when they think in the king, they don't think in other person than you. Yeah? So you are their king. You don't go, oh no, we have the. And when you say we, you should speak we with them, because you are more powerful person. You being you of the Americans, that you being you of Britain. Britain is nothing today. It's just laundry money because of the Americans, but nothing else. You know, only because of that. And you say, oh, but we were, yeah, you were awesome. Yeah, I used to be awesome also when I was younger, but that is not the case of Britain anymore. Yeah. So I understand, because if I were you and Trump and I was relying on Marco Rubio and Starmer for my external relationships, then I know why you are like that, devaluating the way you are devaluating everything, and with flattering, and the people, you fall into flattery. They all the time trying to brainwash me with flattery, and Trump falls into flattery all the time. And in the Bible say that true Jewish people don't fall into flattery, and they don't speak about Jewish like the religion. They speak about Jewish, the being the one with the magnetic field of the earth and everything, because you have to know that every single thing that is being placed on your mind is for cheat you to your purposes. Yeah, and I think that your purpose is to not fall, let your empire fall that is completely broke. Yeah, I don't want what is not mine. You know, I could just take America, and in fact, I think you should give me all the south of America, and have one United States with Canada, and make it United States, and be the king of that, and respect whatever is mine, because you don't even talk about me. Don't even say, hey, thank you to the Catholic Church, and thank you to Albert, not the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church, I am the one of all of them. The Catholic Church is like collecting my royalties illegally, and through yeah, by force, and while I'm being tortured all the time. Also, you are the one that are behind that. But I see you, and if you were asking me, I will tell you, hey, you should speak directly to the American population, not just the Congress, not just the people there in the room. Not, oh no, Trump, oh, I bring this gift to you so you can be good with Britain. No, dude. Yeah. You need to have a good relationship with the Americans that you cannot build yourself. It has to be through that government, because that government controls the perception of reality of their citizens, of the citizens of the world, more or less. See, there is a lot of entropy in the model these days. Even I make the model, but they still control all the perception of reality more, when they can just print enough money to hire everybody inside their country. So if they can give the money for their lies, more or less be truth. And those perception lies, or truth, or whatever, has to include you as their king, and a person that they love, and with the speeches that they like, that are directly to them, not to Trump, not to the Congress, not to, because you speak, oh, the citadel of the Congress did that. Speak to the people, to the citizens of the United States of America. They are the one that can make your thing there not to fall. And remember that you have that relationship with United States, not with Britain. You know, because when oh, we because you need like to support your agenda there in England of being their king. They say, oh, look, the king is good for us. He went there to United States and spoke in our behalf. That is, excuse me, you see, but that is stupid. Yeah? Because the United States is more your sons than Britain. Britain is now more mine than yours, you know. But though a lot of people in the United States still have that dream that there can be the British Empire controlling all the world. Now, that is what you have to take from me, because if not, I'm going to win by default. Because imagine the incompetence of your prime minister that and the people around Trump. And if you speak to you, do you imagine, you see, the Lord and Jehovah, yeah, or both living on Yahweh and Allah. And you see, I'm an autist, and I sell cappuccinos. I'm poor, an autist. But even though I'm more powerful than both, yeah, and you live both on me, on my money, on my economic model. Remember that since 1973, nature, what you call nature of the economy, is mine. I own your central banks, not the church, me. That's why I'm not dead, me. I am the money, I am the communion, I am the hostia, like they say it in Spain. You know? And I like you a lot. You see, I like you more than I like your son. And I respected a lot your mother a lot, because I used to think in her like my grandmother. I grew up with her, you know. Not the one that I was married to, the guy of Ireland, but my grandmother, the mother of my father. I grew up with her, and when you are autist, well, you need like someone to love you, because most of the people are not going to care for you, you know. I really think like her, your mother. And I like you a lot, but I don't like you living on me, and I have to bury this life for free, you know. But still, think of what I said. Develop a relationship with the American population of the right side, a true right side, you know, like teaching them what you also have teach to me through America, through NSA, that all of the people around the world are the sons, you know, with the church, with the NSA, with the CIA, about their own magnetism, things that they are not going to be learning from any other person, that is from you or from me. This is my opinion, you know. And develop your own relationship. When you speak about the Americans, don't speak about them, speak about we, you know, not me. I mean, we, you, and your people in the United States of America. You know, when I speak about the Catholics, I speak about we. When I speak about Romans in Europe or whatever, I speak about we. I don't know. I speak like in first person always about that. I know that maybe you say, oh, I'm not precisely, that's why I'm king. And yeah, I understand, yeah. But you are not like in power or of everything, you know. And when you spoke, for example, about the Congress being the citadel of the Congress that you spoke about, that is the democracy, that you are the head of the United States, not the president, because the president is only 4 years and it changed, and I understand that. But you don't have to throw it like that. You better just leave it because it's truth. You see, they are yours. Yeah, so just be like that, and like forget about the Icelands, and be the king of the United States of America, that you are already that, you know. Because a lot of people like this is the democracy doesn't exist. There's a few people with the printing press giving money to themselves, and that's it. But every single person would like you, because they are not offering anything better than a monarchy will offer them. And you don't have, I don't know, maybe you are having your own benefit for England, but for you, why? Because your benefit is for these people to like you. Think about it. Yeah, think about it. You see, I fight with my people because they are Catholics, but they are never going to be, you see, they have no choice. I am the Pope, I am the you say I am God. I cannot change that. If I could change it, I will change it immediately. But in the case of you are by left side. England is the left side. Have always been the left side. And they need to acknowledge you are their king, and you need to build that relationship. And I encourage you to do it. I like you being the king of the United States of America. What I don't like is you taking the Americans as stupid for them to pay for all the industrial communism of the other bloc, including England, because that is like that's where I think we are going to be enemies. But if you want the best for USA, I want you to be with them. Bye.